Hi everybody, my name is Trine Mikkelsen. I'm a yoga therapy teacher here in Montreal, and I am focusing classes on yoga therapy for menstrual health, for infertility. My own background is a long history of endometriosis, which also led to 4 years of struggling with infertility before in 2011 I had my daughter. Now, I wanted to start sharing a little bit of the classes that I offer here online, because I know that a lot of you, for many different reasons, aren't able to attend the class. You might be living here in Montreal, but you have a busy life, and winter's coming and it's hard to get out, and you might even be struggling with so much pain. Sorry, I have Freddie here, my little dog. You might be like I was for a long time, struggling with pain so much that you're literally at home on your sofa clutching your hot water bottle and just not aware that these classes are happening, or you don't find it possible to find the strength to actually get up and get to the class. There is so much fatigue and so much pain that it can be hard to even start taking even small steps towards healing. So I wanted to start sharing little snippets of the classes that I offer so that you can start your journey at home, wherever you are. You might not be even living in Montreal, you might be somewhere far away, and I don't want that to stop you from connecting to this knowledge that for me, I so wished when it was me lying on that couch for 2 weeks of every month that I had known, and that I'd been able to get that support and that little bit of a lifeline and hope. I'm sitting here in my living room, and there's this beautiful sunbeam coming through the window. It's right here next to me. See, I feel very supported by this beam of light. I wanted to just introduce you to Mrs. Lightbeam here. And the way to start, the way I start my first class and the way I stepped onto this path of healing for myself really was right at the foundation of just taking the time for me to check in and be really real about where I was, how I was feeling, what was going on. I felt so deeply disconnected, and that's what I hear from a lot of the women that I'm working with. There's a real disconnect to our bodies because we're in pain, and pain, as much as it's calling for attention, when we go through a lot of it, whether it be physical pain or emotional pain in connection to our menstrual health, and maybe pain around the fertility treatment, a lot of poking and prodding and doctor's visits, and as much as that pain calls us to bring attention to our body and to our lives, it can also make us want to just push away and turn on the TV and get under the duvet and just try and forget and find a little moment of peace. I know for myself that one of the big reasons that I teach and that I'm on this journey is that when I teach these things, I practice them. And it's so easy to step out of that connection, step out of our bodies, step out of our lives, and be in the day-to-day rigmarole and busyness and survival mode. And every time I do these practices, I come back home to myself, and I feel a sense of reconnecting. Some days it's a sense of sadness that it's been too long, and it's like a lost friend that feel that I haven't been listening for a long time. Or it can be a real sense of joy and realizing what's here and that I'm doing great. It really differs from day to day, but there's always a sense of love and care that comes from spending some time coming home to myself. So that's how I want you to start this journey with me, from wherever you are, whether you're lying down, standing up. take a moment to find a place where you can be comfortable. You might be wanting to sit on a pillow or sitting in your sofa, but take a moment now and we'll just move from talking into getting present with ourselves. So bringing in a sense of stillness. And you might want to close your eyes and just listen to my voice. And start by connecting to your breath. Just allowing your breath to move in and out of your body. Observe where your breath go when you're not trying to alter it or change it. It's just a regular breath. Where does your breath go? How far does it go into your body? Where does it move to? And if you haven't already, I really encourage you to close your eyes now and take a moment to let go of everything around you, letting go of the world, and move into your inner world. Listen and see with your inner ears and eyes. Feel inward with your heart. Do a little check-in. Breathing into your chest, into your heart. And from then on, extend that breath. Breathing all the way into your pelvic area. And not just into the front of your body, breathe into the back of your body, to your low back, to the space between your shoulder blades, into that back side, into your sides of your body. So breathing in all around. And extend the breath all the way out into your hands and your feet, and maybe even beyond your borders, into the space around your body. And feel your bum, your sit bones, on whatever it is you're sitting on, grounding yourself down. So you feel that sense that something is rising up to support you. You're sitting on a foundation. Whether it be your sofa or a pillow on the floor, be aware of that contact between your sit bones and Mother Earth rising up to support you. It's really important, that sense of grounding down, physically grounding down into our bodies, into the floor underneath us as we stand, walk, or sit. But also that we ground ourselves into our present reality, into how we actually feel right now. Whether it be your emotions or your physical being, how do you feel? Right now, as you're sitting here in this present moment in your life, how do you feel? Be really honest with yourself. What is your reality right now? And you do this without any judgment or need to change anything. You're just observing, listening. Listening to your body, listening to your emotions. The way you would if you were out for tea or coffee with a good friend who you haven't listened to in a long time. This is your home, your body, your space. This is the space you live in every day, that you carry with you. How do I feel right now? How am I doing? taking note. And if you listen to this video again later on, you might want to press pause here and take a moment to write down what came forth so you have it. Now this is your reality right now. This is the foundation that you're standing on. And when we're present to that foundation, we find that it's from that place that we step up, that we push off so that we can lift up. Just like dancers, when they need to do those beautiful high jumps as they dance, they do that by pushing off the ground to lift up. And that's what we do too. We push off into the reality that we are standing in order to lift up and start those first steps without knowing exactly how we feel, without taking that time to listen. One, we are not aware, and we're also not able to tell the people around us what's actually going on. We're not able to ask for the support that we need. We're not able to share what's actually going on. And I find that's a very important first step. So, honor this moment of being real, of being honest. If with nobody else, then at least with yourself. It can be very hard to truly start talking about what's going on, how you actually feel, how your cramps and your fatigue is scaring you. Maybe you've been trying to get pregnant for a long time and you don't know what the future holds, and it's scary. And where you tend to put on a brave face. But you don't have to put up a brave face for yourself, at least. So start there with that check-in. You might want to do this every day, getting really close to yourself, knowing what's going on. Now, if you've opened your eyes while I've been talking, close them again. Coming back in to yourself. And then use your imagination to see a brilliant white light all around you. See it showering down, entering in through the top of your head. And see this light filling you up as if you were a glass vessel being filled with water. See it filling you from your feet, all the way up through your torso, pouring into your hands, all the way up into your head. See if it's filled with brilliant white light. With that light comes love and acceptance, deeply rooted acceptance and love in where you are right now, and how you feel right now, and knowing that you're perfect right now. And again, acknowledge that this is the foundation that you're standing on, and that you can begin to take next steps now, knowing from where you start. And these are next steps that involve putting yourself and self-care first on your to-do list. And as we start doing that, and that might feel like a chore in the beginning, but as we start doing it, what starts happening is that we start creating a sense of real love and care for ourselves. And with that love and care comes a sense of wholeness. And with that wholeness, healing begins. So opening your eyes. And then come to standing with me. Come up to standing in the mountain pose. So placing your feet firmly on the ground. Rising up through the top of your head, becoming tall. Again, closing your eyes. And feeling into that foundation, Mother Earth, underneath your feet. Where you're standing right now. Feeling into that foundation. Grounding down through your feet. And then ask yourself, keeping your eyes closed, keeping your feet on the ground, standing up. Ask yourself, what is my true foundation in life right now? What's my true foundation in life right now? What do I stand on? What supports me? Hold these questions as you're standing, feet firmly on the ground, for as long as you need. Listen. And when you're ready, you can come out, and again you can press pause on this video, take a moment to sit down, write what came up. And again, do this, maybe every day. See how it changes. Or maybe some of the answers are solid and you know what that foundation is. It is so important, because if we lack a sense of foundation, if we lack a sense of connection to ourselves and how we feel, and if we lack a sense of being aligned with that reality, then once pressure really hits in our lives, whatever that stress might be, we're not able to hold it. And what happens is that our body starts taking it and tries to help us, bring us back to balance. So connecting to that sense of foundation, to yourself, align yourself with that, stand on that, so that you're ready to take the next steps. And I will see you next Thursday for the next steps. Lots of love, lots of light, lots of healing. You're not alone. I'm right there, and so are millions of other women with you on that couch, or in that doctor's office, or at work, feeling scared and hopeless. It's not. Take good care of yourself. Listen. Namaste from the heart.